Hey everyone, so LBS7 here, and sorry about this late video, but for the last few days I've been making Hercules from Tugs, Top Hat from Tugs, Frank and Eddie the rail barges, and Lord Stinker the garbage barge. Right, so the first one I made is Hercules. So I'll just move this back. I'm picking my phone up. So this is Hercules. He can turn his head, and you can take off his hat, take off his face, so you can put in a second face, like the real Tugs prop. Except I'm not ready, the face is not ready, and I have not made any other expressions for him. I keep forgetting. I'll make some later today. So I'll just quickly. And just a quick note that I will be putting behind the scenes photos of how I made the Tugs on a separate video. Yeah, so here's Hercules in all his glory. Here's paper for the white lining. The bottom of him is not filled, so you can just see what I used to make him. And funnels, I cut a cardboard tube that's been cut up a little bit, like down like that way, and then shortened so it'll fit. And lifeboats, I stuck them on in a way that they have like a wee piece of wooden skewer through them, so that I can take them off really easily. And this doesn't exactly bother me, and Hercules' head is not stuck on properly. So yeah, I actually had the head here, but to me it looked too close, so I made a second hole back here, and it looks a little better to me. And yeah, that's how the lifeboats are stuck on. If I can get them back on. There we go. So yeah, that's Hercules. And now we go into the Tugs model I made. That top hat, and there goes a plane. Right, I'll close the window. One sec. Close the window. And top hat was like the same thing. He was made in the same way. Didn't fill in his bottom. Head stuck on the same way, not stuck down. Same case. 2 forward, need to go back a little bit. Yeah. Lifeboat is stuck on the same way. Except for top hat, I have actually been able to make separate faces for him. There's 2 more. So the way it goes is, you take his top hat off, you slide it up, and you can, if I can get it on. One sec. Got his face on. You can have like surprise top hat, or right. Yep, I gotta do this again. And if I can get his hat on now. This is on the right way. One angry top hat. Also, his head rises. Not the best though. But it does, his head does rise. Like, one sec. His head does rise if you look. Yep, his head rises. Yeah, I broke some wooden skewer and stuck them on the side. Just like the prop, he has wooden things on the side. And then the next thing I made was Frank, the railway barge. The top of his roof is just cardboard tube cut up. And the wooden tracks, since I don't have enough to spare, I don't want to permanently attach them, so they're just easy to take off. They're IKEA tracks, so I took off the wee plastic thingy and just kind of kept them in between. So yeah, they just kind of stay on by gravity. Top Hat also is able to swivel his head. And next one I made is Eddie. And to me in the show, I never realized this, Eddie has eyebrows and a mustache. And to me, and yeah, it's the same thing. Like he had track on the sides that I don't have enough to spare. So they're not permanently stuck on. And to me in the show, Eddie's mustache looks a little like someone from World War II. And last one I made was Lord Stinker, the garbage barge. I was getting really lazy, and I had a piece of wood just lying around that I had cut up, so I stuck things onto him, and now I got Lord Stinker. I like the face I drew. Couldn't find any drawings of him, so I had to try to go off the model. And yeah, I think it turned out really nice. So yeah, so that's all the Tugs prop models I made, and later on Saturday this week, I'll be making a High Tide remake. Yeah, and this is the first one I made. I just brought him since he's Star Tugs Model. 10 cents. He's older because he's like 2 years older than these or something. His head doesn't move. He doesn't have hot glue or anything, and he's completely made out of wood. So, yeah. He's just PV glue. And now that is now my Star Tugs thing. My Tugs thing. My models. So yeah, later a remake of High Tide will take place. So stay tuned for that. And after this video, I will be posting some behind the scenes photos of how I made these two models. Alright, bye guys.